Breaking news from Spain. FC Barcelona are already planning for life after Robert Lewandowski, and it could come with a massive price tag. Reports from Sport reveal that the Blaugrana could be forced to spend up to €150 million to sign Atletico Madrid superstar Julian Alvarez as their long-term striker. Deco and Hansi Flick want the perfect forward to lead Barca's attack for years to come, but financial hurdles could make this one of the club's toughest transfer battles yet. Meanwhile, Deco also held a secret meeting with Rooney Bargi's agent after his impressive rise under Flick, and Real Madrid suffer a major blow ahead of El Clasico as David Alaba is ruled out. Stay tuned as we break down all the latest updates from Barcelona and Real Madrid, including what this means for both teams ahead of the Champions League and El Clasico. Barcelona's long-term Lewandowski replacement could cost club €150 million, a report. Barcelona's pursuit of attacking reinforcements has taken an interesting turn, as reports from Sport reveal that it could cost the Catalan around €150 million to land Atletico Madrid's Argentine forward Julian Alvarez. The Blaugrana are already planning for the post-Robert Lewandowski era, with the Polish striker's contract set to expire in 2026 and no talks of renewal currently taking place. The club's sporting department, led by Deco, wants to bring in a player who can be part of the long-term project under Hansi Flick rather than a short-term fix, and Alvarez fits that profile perfectly. Not an easy operation to execute. Alvarez has quietly risen to prominence since joining Atletico Madrid from Manchester City. His performances have drawn attention across Europe, but the forward has so far remained tight-lipped about his future. Those close to him, however, have hinted that a move might not be off the table. According to reports, Barcelona have something to look forward to, as those close to the player are not entirely ruling out a Camp Nou switch at some point in his career. This subtle admission from his camp has reportedly encouraged Barcelona, who view Alvarez as a player capable of leading their attack for years to come. However, they aren't the only ones interested, as PSG are also monitoring the situation closely. Difficult finances. Financially, the operation would be far from straightforward. Atletico paid €75 million to Manchester City for his services, and his market valuation has now soared to around €100 million. His release clause stands at a massive €500 million, but Atletico have already made their stance clear. According to the outlet, they would not negotiate for less than €200 million, though there is a belief that the deal could be struck for around €150 million. Even so, that figure remains daunting for Barcelona, who are still managing financial constraints. The only realistic scenario in which the transfer might happen would be if Barca included one or more players in the operation to lower the cash component of the deal. Barcelona director Deco holds informal meeting with summer signings agent. Barcelona signed Rooney Bargi in the summer, betting on his dribbling skills and creativity down the right flank, as they saw him as the perfect fit as a backup for Lamine Yamal. While it was always the plan for him to stay with the first team, not many would have seen him earning a regular role off the bench so early on, given that he needs time to adapt. The team's injury situation, however, has opened the doors for the young Swede. Having been presented with chances in recent games, Bargi has shown clear signs of growth and impressive, and it is clear that he is making a case to be considered a valuable weapon off the bench. The administration, needless to say, can be satisfied with his performances given the bargain fee he was signed for. Deco's meeting. As relayed by Sport in a recent update, Barcelona's sporting director Deco met with Bargi's agent in an informal setup earlier this week to analyze his growth so far, adaptation to the club, and review his performances. The sporting management conveyed that the club are satisfied with the player's output so far, and the plan they had in mind for him is progressing on track. After all, Hansi Flick and company value the player's commitment and responsibility when he takes to the field. With every passing game, the Swedish star is showing more confidence, is asking for the ball more regularly, and even created a stunning goal-scoring chance within minutes of coming on in the last game, impressing fans and the management. Barcelona are confident that the winger's prominence can increase if he keeps up the same rate of growth, and Flick was even seen testing a formula of Bargi, Marcus Rashford, Lamine Yamal in training earlier this week. It remains to be seen if his good form earns him a start tonight against Olympiacos. Just in Real Madrid defender out of Juventus, Barcelona clashes due to overload. As Real Madrid gets set to take on Juventus and FC Barcelona in a huge week for the team, they have been handed a fresh fitness blow. David Alaba has been ruled out of both the matches that Los Blancos will be playing this week due to severe muscle overload, reports Melchor Ruiz of Cope. What happened? Alaba was named in the starting lineup this past weekend for Real Madrid's away game against Getafe, but had to be taken off at halftime due to a calf strain. Medical tests carried out today on Alaba have ruled out a muscle injury, but the Austrian defender is suffering from a strong overload in his right soleus muscle. The veteran defender's expected recovery time is between 7 and 10 days. As a result, Alaba will not be available for Xabi Alonso's squad in tomorrow's Champions League match against Juventus and, barring a miracle, will also miss Sunday's Clásico versus Barcelona at the Santiago Bernabéu. This comes as a blow for Alaba, who had been working hard to make his way back into Alonso's plans after having struggled with fitness problems for over a year and a half. The positive news is that there is no fresh muscle injury and that it is only a muscle overload, meaning the Austrian international can look forward to getting back on the field in a short period of time. But there is good news for Real Madrid, as Dani Carvajal trained with the rest of the group today and is very likely to be available for Sunday's blockbuster clash. Real Madrid coaching staff sees this week as decisive, eager to prove a point. Real Madrid are entering a pivotal week under manager Xabi Alonso, who, according to journalist Ruben Martin, has emphasized the necessity to prove the project's credibility to both fans and critics. It must be noted that the team's recent 2-5 loss to Atletico Madrid in La Liga has intensified the pressure, making the upcoming matches against Juventus and Barcelona even more significant. Alonso's tenure has been marked by a commitment to a collective playing style, focusing on team cohesion and tactical discipline. Despite a strong start to the season, including topping both La Liga and their Champions League group, the heavy defeat to Atletico has raised questions about the team's resilience and ability to handle high-pressure situations. Crucial matches this week. The Champions League clash with Juventus on October 22 is seen as a critical test. Alonso has acknowledged the historical strength of Juventus and cautioned against underestimating them, despite their recent struggles in Serie A. He emphasized the importance of meeting fan expectations at the Santiago Bernabéu, aiming for a third straight Champions League win under his leadership. Following the Juventus match, Real Madrid will face Barcelona in the highly anticipated El Clásico on October 26. This fixture is not only a fierce rivalry but also a chance for Alonso's project to demonstrate its maturity and ability to perform under pressure. With both matches being at home, the Santiago Bernabéu will be a cauldron of scrutiny and expectation. For Alonso and his staff, this week represents more than just a series of matches. It is an opportunity to solidify their vision and gain the trust of the club's supporters. Success in these encounters could mark a turning point in their journey, while failure might necessitate a re-evaluation of their approach. And there you have it, Barca fans. The club's dream of signing Julian Alvarez as Lewandowski's successor could cost a staggering €150 million, but Deco's long-term project under Hansi Flick continues to take shape. With Rooney Bargi showing great promise and the team's confidence growing, the future looks bright at Camp Nou, even if big financial challenges remain. Meanwhile, Real Madrid's problems pile up ahead of El Clásico with Alaba's injury setback, giving Barcelona a golden chance to strike. What do you think, Jules? Should Barca spend that much on Alvarez or focus on young talents like Bargi and Yamal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Barca news and transfer updates.